Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصمها فقد غوى. نسأل الله ربنا أن يجعلنا ممن يطيعه ويطيع رسوله ويتبع رضوانه ويجتنب سخطه، فإنما نحن به وله. أما بعد. To proceed, the best book is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the best example is the example of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the worst element in practice Islam is the introduction of the innovative aspect in the Islam. Each of them is a bid'ah, and each bid'ah will lead to the hellfire. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from following each bid'ah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. In my short khutbah today, I want to make like an introduction to the important events in the life we as Muslim and the rest of the world, which is the birth of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, "Ana ibn al-dhabihayn." I'm the son of the two kids who were put forward to be slaughtered for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is referred to Ismail alayhi salam, when the event with Ibrahim alayhi salam. And then the other one is related to the father of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Abdullah. The short story is that when Abdul Muttalib, the grandfather, made another, I forget the word in English, another one to make a promise or covenant, that is, if he will get enough number of children to help him to dig in for the Zamzam, he will slaughter one of them for the sake of this event. When it did happen, then they asked one of the knowledgeable people what they do. So in that practice in that time is they put the name of each kid, and then they make sort of like lottery. So they get the name, and the name that appear, that's the name we'll put forward to be slaughtered. So when they ask the knowledgeable person what's alternative, the question is, okay, what is the reward in order to save somebody? And that time was 10 camels. So they say, okay, then you need to slaughter 10 camels instead of the person. And they repeat the same thing, and the same name of Abdullah come. And the same thing they're supposed to do. They put another 10 camel, so it will be 20. And they carry on until a different name came. So ended with 100 camels to be slaughtered in order to save Abdullah from the promise they put forward to slaughter it for the sake of the promise they did in order to dig in the well of Zamzam. And that's why Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, I am the son of the behind, the one who they've been forward in order to be slaughtered for different cause. Abdullah, they said that in that time was the age between 15 to 20 years old. And they say when he used to walk in Mecca, every single woman wished to be the wife for him because of his beauty and being handsome, very polite, and so on. At the end, it's been arranged for Abdullah, the father of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to get married to Amina bint Wahab. And I want to bring you these pictures in the moment when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was delivered, come to the life. The stories say that Abdullah got married to Amina and stayed with her only 3 days. And then he went for a trade and never come back. And that's why Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born as orphan. So if we go back to the pictures of in the moment when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was delivered to this life, you see, the name of his mother Amina, and in Arabic is like the tranquility. It's just like she delivered the safety to the world. And she said that is there's two stories about it. I think the voice went. Can you hear in the back? Yeah. Anyway, that she saw, there's some story that in the moment of delivery, another story she says she saw that in her dream, that a light come out from her to the to the sky. Even they brought in the palaces in Damascus, and she started to feel something special because during her pregnancy, Amina bint Wahab, the mother of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she never felt any pain at all, the normal pain that any pregnant woman will feel. Then another lady was helping her. Her name is Shifa, which is the mother. She was the mother of Abdullah bin Auf. Shifa in Arabic is like healing. So imagine the one delivering Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, her name Amina. The one receiving him, her name is Shifa. And just tell you the beautiful names even surrounding Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As well to mention that the name Abdullah was not a usual name in that time. Used to put like Abdul Uzza or Abdullat, which is or Abdul Shams. So they put name related to the different idol they used to, or asnam they used to worship. And then Havinat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who take him to cover him, take care of him, her name is Ayman. And we know in Arabic and in Islam, al-yamin, the right is always something good. So that's why they say كَإِنَّهَا يُمْنٌ وَبَرَكَةٌ. She is like all of its blessing. And Ayman, she was not Arabic. And of course she loved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a special way. So she was with him in every aspect of his life. Even in the battle of Badr, she was very old, but she was going in the front. And because of her accent, she used to say, قَاتَلُوا ثَبَّتَ اللَّهُ أَقْدَامَكُمْ. She tried to say, قَاتَلُوا ثَبَّتَ اللَّهُ أَقْدَامَكُمْ. So in the middle of the battle, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam started to laugh. And he told her, يا Ayman, أنت عجمية. قولي قاتلوا نصركم الله. ثبت in Arabic, أي قيد. So he tried to teach her in the middle of the battle of Badr. And this Ayman, just to tell you how the people surrounding Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam dedicate their life toward him. She could not sleep at all in the time when he made the hijrah, the migration with Abu Bakr as-Siddiq from Mecca to Medina, until she received the news that he arrived safe to Medina Munawwar. And she made her hijrah. Ayman, the one who was taking care of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and her age, when she went alone, her age was 78 or 87, sorry. And the story say that is when she went alone, her water ran away, and the top of her camel, she making dua for Allah to provide her with the water. And they say like a pot of water came to her and she drank from it, and they say she never felt thirsty after that. And that's all of that, the blessing of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In that time, the people in Mecca or different city, they used to take their children to have a nursery in the Bedouin, because they want them to be strong and so on. So what they do, they leave them to one of the women that could nurse them from their breast, and they pay them some money. The Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that time was orphan. So the lady who want to nurse babies, they usually do not take orphans because they know nobody will give them enough money. But Halima Sa'diyah, which is the one was nursing Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, her husband told her, take him, although he's orphan, maybe Allah will give the blessing and the good things because we have taken him. She had a female donkey, extremely, that's Halima Sa'diyah, when she traveled, she had a female donkey, was very tired, and they say almost falling down and so on. But when she carried Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam riding this donkey, start to walk normally, even they start to say better than a horse around them. And everybody was asking her, what's happening to your female donkey? She said, this is the blessing of the baby I'm carrying. In that time, of course, they didn't know who was that. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some people, they ask, I'm just here, brought you this moment in the birth of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the beautiful names surround him. Amina of safety, Shifa of healing, Ayman of barakah, and Halima Sa'diyah, which is al-hilm and happiness. And those the people surrounding Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah sent him a mercy to the world, and we have to make the effort to understand the teaching from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to do it as much as we can. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي لكم وادعوا الله يغفر لكم الذنوب. صدق الله العظيم المتوحد في الجلال بكمال الجمال تعظيما وتكبيرا، الذي نزل القرآن على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا، وارسل محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم إلى الثقلين الجن والإنس بشيرا وسراجا منيرا. Some people, they ask what we call the father of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what we call the mother of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do we call Abdullah radiyallahu anhu or so on? We just say the father of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the mother of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's what they call it, the people of al-Fatra. Al-Fatra is the period that's in this case between Isa alayhi salam and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that they did not have a prophet. Then what will happen to them? That Allah will do that. We do not need to know about that. To talk about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is we want to know the description of this great person. And one of the best description is the description of a lady called Ma'bad. You see, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went from Mecca to Medina in the route of immigration, he was with Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and the guide Nasrullah called Abdullah ibn Wariq. So in the way there was like a place where they needed to rest and get some food and so on. So they found a tent and they called the tent, and a lady called Ma'bad, an old lady, later became Muslim, she and her husband Abu Ma'bad. And Abu Bakr as-Siddiq told her, is there any food or drink that we could have? She said, no, wallah, I don't have anything. Even the sheep they were with them, that her husband took it for grazing. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, do you have a afsha? Do you have a sheep that is an old, a sick? She said, yes, we have one that is being left behind. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam took that sheep and he make massage on it and suddenly became healthy, and they start to be able to milk that sheep or shah, and they start to drink. And this is what we remember what Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, when all of them they were thirsty, he said that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam started to drink until he became Abu Bakr as-Siddiq felt that he is not thirsty anymore. I would like to give more description of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but I know that time is not in my side because I came late because I was an event. I couldn't run away from it. We will leave the description of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam next Friday because I will be giving the khutbah again. إني داعي فأمنوا. اللهم إنا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار اللهم لا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ومبلغ علمنا ولا إلى النار مصيرنا سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.